Relationship abuse has proved to be a big problem in relationships.
Yes.
According to you, have you ever experienced any kind of domestic abuse in your relationship?
I have never experienced any kind of domestic violence or abuse in any relationship I have been in, but I have witnessed it with a couple of relatives. You go and stay with somebody, and you find that probably like he's raising his hand on his wife, and in such circumstances you cannot really offer like help or anything because it's a mature relationship. But I've witnessed it firsthand with my own two eyes.
According to you, do you think it's men who are normally abused in a relationship or women or children? Which part do you think are normally abused in a relationship?
I would like to say all parties are abused in a relationship because we have instances where men are abused, women are abused, and even children. But to be more on a large scale, according to studies and different research, you'll find that more women and children are abused in a relationship. Children, because when usually you abuse a lady, a woman, you're abusing the child indirectly. So I believe all parties can be abused in a relationship. It's just the ratio at which some parties have abused more.
In few words, where do you send that person who has got such a problem of relationship abuse?
One, you try to understand the context why the abuse is actually there, and two, you can call, you can help offer like counseling to them if you are one, or advise them to go for counseling as a couple. Or if it is very severe and it is getting out of hand, you may need to call authorities like police or the local chairman around to come and calm things down, because it's not a good situation for children to see their parents getting abused or something.
Relationship abuse, it happens when your partner attacks you physically or destroys you mentally. Yes, so it could later lead to a breakup.
Have you ever been abused in terms of relationship by your partner, either emotionally, physically?
Let me try to remember. It doesn't really happen to me. Yes, but I think mentally, yes, it happens mentally. In most cases, we don't easily find out. But maybe I can give an example of, let's say a guy cheats on you. Of course, yeah, the guy has cheated with me several times, and of course it destroyed me mentally. I felt so cheated. I felt so small. How can they cheat on me?
Yeah.
Yes, but physically, no, it hasn't reached to that extent. But mentally, yeah, it happens. I think in most cases, mental abuse is happening in relationships.
So how can you help a friend, a brother, a sister, or anybody you know, in terms if you meet if that person comes to you explaining to you about his or her status that is in a relationship abuse, how can you help that person?
Okay, I think the first step is to always get out of that relationship. Okay, first ask yourself why this is all happening to me. Then if you find that the reason maybe could be you, maybe you could change, but still you don't give any reason for for a partner to abuse you physically or mentally.
Personally, I'm one for no abuse, or let me say, I can't stand being in a relationship if I'm being abused. Even if it's physical or not physical, once I'm in a relationship and it's training me, I'm out of it. Because a relationship can abuse, it doesn't have to be beating. Someone might abuse you in this way of, you communicate to them, they don't communicate, they communicate badly, they complain, they quarrel. It might not really be a bit of beating you or cheating, but it might be a problem with communication.
According to your understanding, how can you help a friend, neighbor who comes to you for help about abusing
I
a
tell
relationship?
them to leave the man. It's not worth it. Our life is worth, apart from when he's your husband, even if he's your husband, you don't have to let him, but a boyfriend, If it's your boyfriend and he's abusing you, I tell you to leave.
But the Bible encourages us to stay together, stick to one another.
The Bible, that's why I've said if you're married, then I tell you either go for counseling or talk to your parents or something. But right now we're not married. Meaning whatever we are doing, the Bible actually doesn't qualify it very well. Meaning if we're not married, you leave. Actually, as a woman, I would say most especially expressed by men, but I've seen women who abuse their men in relationships, who treat their men really, really badly. So I think it's a two-way thing, though it's women who are most vulnerable. Very few women will abuse men in relationships. It's mostly men